Hi guys, Erin here. So I'm in my new living room with the Christmas tree that I purchased. And even though I look a little worse for the wear today, I'm going to show you how I decorate my tree. And of course, we're going to pink it up. So I went to Hobby Lobby looking for a Christmas tree in July. And I wanted a very specific tree because my house, no matter which one I'm in, this one or the last one, the living spaces were very small. I wanted a 7-foot slim, warm light, flocked tree. So they were running about $300. Well, you know, they always advertise them half off. I still did not want to pay $150 for one. I found this one at a yard sale for $10, and it was in the original Hobby Lobby box. So I know that that's where it came from. So we are going to start pinking it up, and we're going to decorate it. And I need to grab my step stool. Okay, so we have that. So we're going to start with 54 feet of 2-inch wide pink ribbon. And I purchased this off of eBay years ago. So this is wired so I can shape it as I go around the tree. Okay. We want to try to get it close together because there is a lot of ribbon here. Kind of reminds me of the maypole when I was a kid. Probably should have recruited my daughter for this job. She's the one that actually put the tree up for me yesterday, so I was very blessed having her here to do that for me. So people often ask me why I like to decorate with pink for the holidays. In the 80s, I was at Famous Bar around 1986 when I was 16 years old with my parents, and I saw this To Die For pink Christmas tree. And I swore right then and there, when I'm an adult, I will have a tree decorated in pink ornaments. And so I didn't have money for many, many years to buy what I wanted, but as life goes on and you get your kids out of the house and you have a little more money to go around, I started buying pink Christmas decorations at that point in time. So my recommendation is pick a color that you like and start collecting that color for your tree when you're young. So that way then you'll have everything you need for it. And I would pick a color that is not in style. Pink is just now coming back in style, but for many years it wasn't. It had fallen out of fashion. And so those are the years that I could get it really, really cheap. Okay, so fear not, I have another roll. Well, I didn't finish all this one. There's still a piece on here, it looks like. I must have cut this at some point in time. I don't remember doing it, but clearly I did. Okay, so we used all 54 feet of this pink ribbon. All right, next I have a container of beautiful pink garland that I purchased at a yard sale. I don't remember what I paid for it, but it wasn't very much. Okay, so we're going to, I want to stand on the step stool to get up here. So now we're going to go back and we're going to fill in with this beautiful sparkly garland. And I mean, as a girl, don't we all love the sparkles? Okay, we need another strand of that. I'm not sure how long this garland is, but I have quite a few strands of it, so we're not in any danger of running out. I was so thrilled to have found this. Okay, we need another strand. Now, if you're wondering why I'm not getting all fancy with it and dipping it up and down, I have other items that have to go on here. So I'm just trying to fill in the gaps at this point. So this is strand number 4, I believe. Never underestimate shopping at thrift stores and yard sales because you can find some fabulous, fabulous things. especially if you're just starting out. Unless you know that you want blue the rest of your life for a Christmas tree, I would not spend a lot of money on anything. Because you may want to change your theme at a later date. My first Christmas, when my husband and I were married, we had no money. And so my mother gave me all of her ugly decorations that she did not want. Like some of that cheap looking smashed gold tinsel. I hate that stuff. And then, but I was happy to have it because we didn't have anything else. And then his grandmother made us a big bunch of handmade ornaments. And we used those for many, many, many years. They were just cute as could be. But I'm happy now to have what I want. My mother used to always say, Erin, why do you go to so much trouble when you live by yourself? Because, Mom, I want a happy life. That's why. Doesn't matter if anybody's here with me or not. I want my house to be pretty at the holidays. Okay, so now then, we are going to, let me shift that around a little bit. Gotta shift this one around a little bit. We ran a little short in the front, so we're gonna hide it in the back. Okay, so now we have two types of garland on. So next I have beads. Hold on a minute. So this is, I don't even know how many feet of beads, but again, it was a Hobby Lobby purchase, and we're going to follow up with beads. We're going to put this in between the rows of the other items. Whoop. Just set that in the tree. I can't get it around there. If I could have anything to decorate a tree with, it would be pink West German blown glass ornaments because they are just exquisite. I want to say this is 200, I don't know how many feet. I want to say it's outrageous the amount of pearls this is crazy. I guess I should have played some Christmas music while I did this, but I never know what is copyrighted and what is not. Okay. Too high. Okay, we're going to go ahead and unravel the rest of this. And we are going to hide it in the tree. Okay, now then, we got the pearls. We have now 3 different types of garland. We have the ribbon, we have the beads, and we have the pearls. Next up, I have a big bunch of bows. So these are a different shade of pink. These match my 1950s ornaments, and so they are all pre-made. Well, I made them. I didn't buy them pre-made. Okay, I bought an enormous amount of ribbon at a thrift store, and I made all these bows by hand. So now we're going to go through and we're going to tuck the bows in, because you put your largest items in first, and then you go back and you fill in with your smaller items. So these are pretty big, so, and of course they're smashed, so we're going to have to fluff them a little bit. So we're going to go through and we are going to gently, and these are silk pink bows, silk wired ribbon. We're going to tuck this in. And again, this was a thrift store find. I don't think anybody wanted it because, you know, most people don't like pink that much. So we're going to go and tuck these in. We're going to fluff them up a little as we go. That's 4. Five. I think some of these might be on my tabletop tree from last year. And since these are wired, they hang on to the tree very well. They don't fall out typically. So to show you how these are made, I just cut these really long strips of, very generous strips of ribbon that are wired on both sides. And then I spent hours sitting and tying these in bows. And then once you get them tied the way you want them, you have to fluff them up. Okay, we're almost done with the bows. Can't forget about the side that faces the window. Okay, so we have 22 silk bows in the tree. Oh wait, here's one more. We'll call this 23. 23 silk pink bows in the tree. That one's rather large. Okay, next. Okay, I'm going to fill in now with these great big shatterproof Hobby Lobby ornaments that look like so. They're pretty large and in charge. And when you're hanging the larger ornaments, you want to tuck them in towards the back. Again, we're filling in the space. Now I have a different color pink, and these are also Hobby Lobby shatterproof. And these look lovely with the garland that we have. Okay, so that's 2 boxes of those. Okay, I have these Hobby Lobby little partridges, and we are going to clip those in where they can be seen. Okay, now we have some vintage ornaments, if I can get them separated here. These are handmade, and I think they're probably from the 50s, and these were purchased off of eBay. They're, of course, vintage. So now we're going to tuck these in. And we're just using all different shades of pink to give it the variation. Okay, next I have this beautiful pink key from Hobby Lobby. And I have this 1950s mercury glass pink ornament. Okay, so I'm going to stop the camera for just a second, straighten the tree up a little. It looks like it's leaning to me a bit. I'm going to straighten it up, and then I'm going to come back and show you the beautiful antique ornaments that I have. Be with you in a minute. Okay guys, so I'm back. I had to run down to the other house and go get some ornaments, and now I am ready to get back at this again. So we are seeing, I don't know what we're seeing. Oh, it looked like the ring light was on it. All right, so next I have these little pink vintage bells to put on. These were purchased off of eBay in a box lot set. I purchased 4 boxes of them. Apparently they're pretty fragile because one just broke. I also have these 1950s bubblegum pink mercury glass ornaments, but sadly, most of them do not have a hook. So I'm going to have to run to the dollar store and get some more hooks. Okay, and it was not the tree that was crooked, it was my camera, the tripod. I had it, the leg of it up on the corner of the container, and so that's why the tree was looking crooked. So you get the general idea, so I have to fill it in some more. So the last piece is this beautiful antique tree topper. The tree needs to go over a little bit. Okay, that looks pretty. All right, give me 1 second. A good brand to buy when you're looking for pink is Krebs Vintage Pink Glass Ornaments. So I'm going to fill this in with some more bells. I've got some pink velvet ornaments from Hobby Lobby, and then I will probably be done. But my topper might be a little bit crooked. So that is my tree. I hope you enjoyed it. I've got to fill it in some more. There's a few holes, and then it'll be looking glam shazam. I also ordered a pink tree skirt that hasn't arrived yet. Thank you for watching.